I just want to talk about being deserving and how it just means that you should feel entitled to receive things in life that you believe you actually deserve them. Um, like, here's some questions. Stop it. All starting. Uh-oh. Okay. Why do we not feel worthy? Are you an overgiver? I used to definitely be an overgiver when I was younger. Scott. Sorry, that's my dog. Is it hard for you to receive when somebody wants you to give you something? I don't know if you've had any experiences with that. I definitely have.
Yeah, both the overgiver and receiving. And it's been such a blessing to work with you because I feel like you put your all in it. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And I don't think I've experienced that in the same way in the working world, in the same way where people are communicating and following through on such a beautiful level. When you become that overgiver and you don't feel that you should receive, then you just kind of get used to that hat of taking on that ten of wands energy.
Yeah, you get burdened and tired, and yeah, 10 of wands is a good version of that. You wear yourself out, and if you have bad boundaries, it's hard for you to say no. Root of codependency is a root of not feeling deserving. Like, why is it a chore to keep this person to love me? I know I have a lot of people I counsel with this problem, and I've noticed, like, if I pose to them the question, can you do this for you? If you know that your relationship will do better if you are not codependent, that's going to help you. But it still doesn't get them. If I say it'll help your relationship with your boyfriend, will you try to not be codependent for him? Sure, they'll do it. And so it's like very, very weird how a lot of people, even this class, being this kind of a class, how many people are actually willing to commit to say, yes, I will show up for 1 hour, 3 times a week. That in itself is hard for somebody. And I see, even though that this self-care and this self-love whole idea is starting to really emerge and become popular right now, people are still not willing to say yes to themselves at that level.
That's beautiful. The yes to yourself. That's huge. Saying yes for you. And I think too, codependency, I think sometimes we think of substances, whether it's addiction, but I think it's important, especially in a relationship, either that need to be needed, but also that codependent on an emotion. Like, if you're so used to being neglected, that's your box you stay in. If you're so used to being anxious, that's the box you stay in, or depressed. And so you almost kind of box yourself in with whether it's worthiness or shame, however that plays out, that you kind of get stuck in that mindset and that energy of an emotion, and that you don't always want to break outside of your own box. And I feel like the more I look at codependency,
it's comfortable in that box. You know that box, even though you're suffering in that box. It's hard to see out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.